on to you Scorpios out here? Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Scorpios, you have the Ace of Swords, the Judgment, and then you Scorpios have the Four of Pentacles. So once again, your mind is very sharp. Your mind is starting to become, your mind and your heart is starting to become a lot more sharp. You're learning other people's correctly. You're learning other people's intentions towards you correctly. Scorpio sometimes can think of things too quickly, right? Almost like a Virgo can. But the situation with a Scorpio is that a Scorpio can sometimes go based upon feelings as opposed to with Virgo, right? Meanwhile, Virgo and Scorpio used to share a zodiac sign in Spica or Spica. Spica probably is how you pronounce it. But Virgo will more than likely actually make observations, right? So what I'm saying here is that for you Scorpios, you're learning how to be a lot more sharp. You're learning how to have your mind and your heart actually agree. And I've talked about this before, that when the mind and the heart don't agree, that's when it is that you start to have some serious problems. Because what happens is that your mind is where the focus of the power goes. The power comes from the heart, right? Power comes from the heart. The focus of where the power goes comes from the mind, essentially. And you have to direct where that power is, heart, mind. When you just have power, the heart, but your mind, the direction, doesn't actually follow along. It doesn't agree with it. You just have power. But power without any kind of direction, that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay. So I'm saying all that to say that the Judgment, right, is one of the cards that you got, obviously. And that you're learning how to understand when somebody is judging you very harshly when they shouldn't, right? When an interaction between yourself, when you're not going to very much so mix well with the person, whether it's friendship-wise, whether it's relationship-wise. A lot of you Scorpios are understanding that you're not going to be able to get along with everybody, and that you shouldn't even look to get along with everybody. Just look to get along with the people that you get along with, but don't worry about the people that you can't. And then you have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Then you have the Three of Pentacles. This puts you Scorpio's minds at ease because, or it should, because honestly, a lot of you Scorpios, honestly, like I said before, I've seen a lot of you Scorpios, a lot of the zodiac signs have changed. All of them have changed and grown and become something different compared to how it used to be when I began. When I used to tell people, right, about the negative part about their zodiac signs, people didn't want to hear. And I used to tell people, listen, we need to accept the fact that everybody has negative sides to them, right? And we need to embrace these things and take the messed up part about those things, about our zodiac signs, about certain elements, aspects about who we are, and turn that into something that benefits us. We can't be ripping. So the point that I'm trying to make here is I see that a lot of you Scorpios are legitimately trying to be sociable. You're trying to actually not be so mysterious, even though you always will be mysterious. There's more so of a sense of you Scorpios are much more sociable. You're learning how to socialize with other people, how to interact, how to talk to people, right? Instead of just living in your head and having people, there's kind of a need for people to read your mind because you think so much to yourself to the point where you keep your cards close to your chest, like, which is what it is that I've been talking about. There's this sense of you Scorpios actually putting yourselves out there. And I want to say congratulations to you. Happy birthday to y'all. I know that it's Scorpio season, so happy birthday to y'all. You know, some of the greatest friends that I've ever had with Scorpios. I've known a lot of people. Okay, I know a lot of people, fam. A lot of people, more than the average 6,000. I know all of you, people that I've known before this, probably the people that I'll know probably after this. So the point that I'm trying to make here with that, right? Or I should say, because of this, um, uh, the situation with that is you have to learn how, you Scorpios are learning how to be social. You Scorpios are learning when it's a good thing to actually stop communicating with somebody and move forward. And at Three of Pentacles, how to identify if a person legitimately has your back, because they'll show up for you. You know, like you know, to them, y'all are a team. You understand what I'm saying? They will show up for you. You know, even when you Scorpios are down bad and y'all are self-destructing, because Scorpios can sometimes do that. I know, because I used to go out with a Scorpio. Yeah, like sometimes y'all will self-destruct. Y'all will completely just, you know, the weight of the world will just be on your shoulders. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is that you're learning how to actually think a lot more clearly. Because the problem why it is that you Scorpios self-destruct is because the weight of the world is on your shoulders, as opposed to you seeing a way out, right? So the Five of Wands and the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands right here represents one of the things that you're not stressing out so much about anymore. Like I said, is you Scorpios and the interactions that you're having from the perspective of stressful ones. You're not getting stressed out about interactions that are difficult, right? That are not just difficult, but like the ones that try to get you to chase up on after them. There's a sense of you Scorpios being like, nah, especially since you have more self-worth. You know, you're not going to chase because a lot of you Scorpios understand that that's useless. You know, if a person wants to be in a relationship with you, it takes two. So it's you can chase after them, but why, right? As long as you show the person interest, you show them, you know, you get a chance to have a conversation with them, you let them know, hey, you know, I'm looking to really get to know you, you know, long term. And then you show them that, once again, we really can't do anything else after that, as far as what the person does. That kind of responsibility is not on us. If the person acts like a complete idiot after that, that's their problem, not ours. So, right? So I'm saying how it is that for you, right? Because of the fact that you're not stressing out about those things, that puts you in a very good position, because now you Scorpios can actually think about the solutions as opposed to the problems. See, a lot of y'all try to, again, chew down too much on the sandwich. Y'all got bills, y'all got this, y'all got all these set of problems that y'all are trying to essentially tackle all at once. And what I've been saying to you Scorpios, but I'm going to say it again a little bit more clearly this time, is for you Scorpios to essentially deal with one problem at a time, like I've been saying, right? And anyone who comes to me, I tell them that, because it really does work. One problem at a time. If you try to go after all of these problems, you're not going to get any of it done. One problem at a time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Nine of Pentacles. Number one, there's plenty of benefits. Number one, you can see your way through. Meaning that you start thinking about solutions instead of all of the problems that you've had, and the fact that the majority of people don't have your back, right? Because let's call this a thing. A lot of Scorpios don't be having real friends like that, and because a lot of people are overly selfish, right? And they're selfish to the point of stupidity, because The stuff that they're selfish about, it's like, but at the same time, right? But a lot of you Scorpios, I've seen it. I've seen Scorpios feed me, yo. Like I remember having a friend. Last time I talked to him was years ago. We don't talk anymore for certain reasons. He's a Scorpio, right? Last time that I checked. And there's times I was like hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like no money in my pocket because I'm really stressing, trying to figure it out. Like, yo, as a teenager, like, yo, I gotta come up with some money. What is my future gonna look like? Like, you know, I'm Virgoing. I'm like, yo, what is my future gonna look like? How am I gonna make this money? What is going on? What's up? XYZ. I constantly don't have money. I'm seeing other people around my age, maybe a little bit older, have money. They out here getting the chicks that I want. What's up? What's going on? What's up? And I hang out with the Scorpio, and I'm telling the Scorpio, stomach growling. My stomach is growling, yo, at the time. My stomach really growling at the time, right? But I have so much stuff that I had to do that day. I'm going to school. I'm doing homework. I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this. I don't have any money. All this stuff. My peoples didn't cook that day or whatever, you know, because they have jobs and stuff like this. They had jobs, some of them, or whatnot, or whatever. Well, you know, my mom's retired, but no one cooked, right? And so Scorpio was like, I got you. Now me, I don't like taking things from people. Feel me? Like I don't always, no, I don't like always taking things from people. I feel like, again, I'm not a parasite. So it's like for me, I want to give too. You know what I mean? Like I want to contribute too, right? I don't want to, that's what I'm trying to say. Like for you Scorpios, I'm telling y'all, like some of the best people that I've known was Scorpios, right? A lot of y'all are very comedic. A lot of people don't know that because a lot of people think that y'all are ultra severe and y'all don't have a sense of humor. And that's totally not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true at all. The majority of the Scorpios that I've known have been very comedic. To me anyway. To me anyway. And the thing is that the Nine of Pentacles and the Temperance right here represents how you just need a break. A lot of you Scorpios need a break. You're getting to that break. A lot of you, you're starting to see that way through. And the Temperance right here represents, honestly, you Scorpios need to give yourselves a little bit more room to be patient with yourselves. Y'all are a little bit too hard on yourselves right now. One of the things that I would suggest for you Scorpios to do is to think about the solutions as to the problems, as opposed to only the problems, and only one solution at a time. And then create a list of your problems, right? The problems that are serious issues, and then actually figure out the solutions, right, on that to-do list to actually figure out those problems of how to actually solve them. And that will put you in a position where you will literally go through those problems like a list, mark those off. And because of it, you'll be put in a better position, right, in life, as opposed to you Scorpios just having all these problems. Because what I'm saying here is, I'm saying that you Scorpios have some problems that, you know, in all intents and purposes, you don't necessarily really deserve, but you do in one sense, in the sense that if you can figure these problems out, you'll be more equipped. You'll be better off in life. So it's a high stakes game. It's like, okay, your quantum self is like, okay, if you figure this out, you're going to be in a better position in life in many different areas. So let's see what it is that you're going to do. So let's clarify the Temperance. You have the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Wands. to clarify the temperance, which is mercy, right? Patience. So for you, the King of Cups and the Six of Wands, yet again, be patient with yourself. You know, some of you Scorpios are really coming down hard on yourselves. You know, you're really kicking your own butt, and you shouldn't right now. This is not a time to do that. And the Page of Pentacles represents you have to learn to reinvent oneself, right? Go into that Scorpio energy of regeneration, okay? And the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Like it is, I said before, if you have issues, you can come to me. If you have problems, solutions that you would like to have help with, come to me. You know, if they become too much for you, come to me. I'll go ahead and help you out. Just be willing and open. I'm not saying I'm priming you for mind control, because that's not what this is. But what this is that we're two people essentially brainstorming, right? I'm also using my cards too. But what I'm trying to say here is that get around people who have your best interest in mind as well too. Like a good friend that actually cares about you, and the smarter they are and the more strategic they are, the better it is. Because what's happening here is the Knight of Wands represents you need to actually deal with some of these issues that you Scorpios have. It's because there's some sort of financial issue. There's a sort of a well-rounded group of issues in your life. Socially, there's a sense of you Scorpios know you shouldn't be hanging around these types of people. You're overly tolerant of them. You're interacting with them a little bit too much when you shouldn't have. Financially, right? This person is trying to cut into your money, right? Why are they trying to stick you for your paper? Right? And the situation for you Scorpios is that you just are denying yourself certain things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to cut off a couple of people, a couple of scenarios. You're going to have to discipline yourself in a particular kind of way. And a lot of you Scorpios are just procrastinating on that is what it is that I'm seeing. And then not only are you procrastinating on it, you're holding on to it because all you think of is the problem. Listen, I'm going to get up on out of here. But listen, if you still have this problem, the next time I do a Scorpio video, I'm going to go ahead and help y'all even further on how you can get over these problems even more. So see you in the next couple of days. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Hope this helps, right? I hope the suggestion to solve your problems one at a time is to help, or it helped you in some shape, form, or fashion. And like I said before, you can always feel free to come through at Kareemspiritworks, right, at yahoo.com, or you can click the link in the comment section below called the Linktree link and come get a reading from me so I can deal with you one-on-one. Peace.